Welcome to Base Watches, where time meets sophistication. In this video, we unveil the epitome of horological excellence, presenting one of the best 5 watches you can buy in 2024 for men. Join us on a journey through innovation, precision, and style as we explore timepieces that redefine wrist elegance. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone embarking on the quest for the perfect wrist companion, this guide will illuminate the path to your ideal watch. Let's delve into the future of timekeeping together and discover watches that set the standard for 2024. So without further ado, let's get started. The Grand Seiko Evolution 9 GMT is a testament to the brand's dedication to creating exceptional timepieces. Since its establishment in 1960, Grand Seiko has continuously strived for excellence, earning a reputation for producing watches that embody the artistry of Japanese horology. As far as details, the case comes in at 41mm in diameter and 13.9mm in thickness. The Evolution 9 GMT now features crown guards that sweep smoothly from the lugs. In essence, the case retains the design language from the Evolution 9 dress pieces, but now provides some utility for more active pursuits. Water resistance of 100 meters and the sapphire crystal helps support the utility. As far as other hints that these GMT watches are part of the Evolution 9 family, take notice of the bold, applied indices. They're similar in shape, if not a tad beefier than those found on the dressier pieces. No matter which of the Grand Seiko Evolution 9 GMT models interests you, the cases come in high-intensity titanium with a matching bracelet that includes a push-button release. Additionally, there's a fixed titanium 24-hour external bezel with black numerals. When looking at the dials, the power reserve indicator is prominent, yet smooth in its execution. That tells us that these watches are powered by a spring drive movement. They utilize the 9R66, which has 72 hours of power. Fans of real GMTs will like that the hour hand can be adjusted in jump fashion via the crown. A date window sits at 3 o'clock, and critics can rejoice that the date wheel is colored to match the dial. In conclusion, the Grand Seiko Evolution 9 GMT stands as a shining example of Japanese watchmaking mastery. The first watch on this list is the Autavia COSC. This is undoubtedly one of TAG's most elegantly designed watches. The case of the TAG or Autavia COSC shares the case used on all members of the Autavia line. Measurements are 42mm with a lug-to-lug of 50mm and a thickness of 13.5mm. There is a mixture of polished and brushed surfaces that highlight the quality finishing that went into the watch. These finishes also set the stage for the 2 most dominant parts of the case, the thick crown and bidirectional bezel. For the crown, its large size makes it easy to grip. Though it doesn't screw down, popping it into first position requires a bit more effort than expected. A good indication as to why the case is still rated to 100 meters water resistant. As for the bezel, it features the classic black and blue motif. Though both colors used here are dark, legibility is still high with the numerals upon it having been deeply engraved into the ceramic. Finally, the gear tooth bezel has a nice feel to it, locking securely into place at every click. Feeding inside the TAG or Autavia COSC and hidden behind a closed case back is the TAG or Caliber 7. It is based on the Sellita SW300-1 movement, providing 50 hours of power reserve on a full wind while beating at a rate of 28,800 beats per hour. In conclusion, the Autavia COSC is a testament to TAG Heuer's ability to revive iconic models while infusing them with contemporary features. The HydroConquest GMT has taken the signature HydroConquest look and refined it to create a much more elegant-looking timepiece. For instance, the ceramic bezel's outer teeth have been rounded, which looks much more contemporary. And on the dial, the signature oversized Arabic numerals have been swapped out for more subtle markers, giving the HydroConquest a much more understated appearance. The date window still sits at 3 o'clock, and the Longines logo can be found just below 12 o'clock. The case back is screwed down, so you won't be able to see the movement in action, which may be disappointing for some. However, to get a water resistance of 300 meters, sacrifices like this do have to be made. At 41mm, there's no running away from the fact that the new HydroConquest is big, especially compared to its 39mm predecessors. However, the profile of the bezel has been lowered, which makes the HydroConquest feel less bulky, and all in all, it looks beautiful on the wrist. The bracelet can really make or break the overall feel of a timepiece, and luckily, Longines has absolutely delivered in this regard. The HydroConquest GMT sports a H-link bracelet made from stainless steel. The HydroConquest GMT is powered by an L844.5 automatic movement. This movement is used exclusively in Longines timepieces and boasts some impressive stats, such as a 72-hour power reserve as well as a unique beat rate of 25,200 vibrations per hour. Ultimately, the Longines HydroConquest is a beautiful example of just how brilliant Longines is as a brand. When released last year, the chronograph was the first and major update to the already well-established PRX collection. Coming next to the 35mm quartz models and the 40mm quartz and Powermatic 80 editions, the Tissot PRX automatic chronograph is by far the boldest, most striking and sportier edition of this 1970s-inspired collection. While most of the PRX models are relatively compact in size, with a 40mm diameter and a height comprised between 10.4mm and 10.9mm, the chronograph plays on different proportions. Explained by the presence of a valve-based movement, and yes, it's the best movement available in this price range, specifically with Tissot upgrades, but it's thick. The PRX automatic chronograph comes in a sizable case of 42mm, which remains acceptable, and with a height of 14.5mm. It's not thicker than any other watch in this category, but still, the thinness of the automatic model was appreciable and made them a joy to wear. Now you know the Chrono is a sportier, weightier, and larger edition of the same 1978-inspired watch. Inside the case, we have the caliber ETA of 5H31, a strong evolution of the Valjoux 7753. Notably, Tissot brings an extended power reserve of 60 hours and a Nivacron hairspring, protecting the watch against magnetic fields. The decoration, if industrial, is quite pleasant with pearlage on the bridges and a personalized, open-worked rotor. The Rolex Submariner was originally developed as a purpose-built professional diver's watch, intended to cater specifically to the scuba diving community. When it hit the market in 1953, the Submariner was the first wristwatch in the world capable of offering users a water resistance rating of up to 100 meters. Even though the Rolex Submariner is a tool watch at heart, Rolex knows it is a luxury item today. So there are little things here and there meant for looks more than function. A good example is the sapphire crystal. Rolex applies a coat of AR on the bottom of the crystal, but not on the top. This allows for the top of the crystal to be reflective and sort of makes it more shiny to onlookers. This is arguably a design decision by Rolex to make their products stand out more. It works too. The Rolex Submariner case has changed very little over the years, but each improvement is welcome. The current size of the Rolex Submariner is 40mm wide, but it wears large for that size. This is because of the lug structure. I would say that the piece wears closer to a 42mm wide watch. Originally designed as a commercial diver's watch in the 1950s, the Rolex Submariner today has a water resistance of 300 meters and a design that is incredibly similar to the original. The Rolex Submariner is powered by the brand's self-winding caliber 3135 movement. Like other modern Rolex movements, the Cal 3135 is designed and built entirely in-house by Rolex and is designed for precision and reliability above all else. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, I will see you guys later.